Well, it is Friday and I am back in the office. I was in Philadelphia this morning representing a client. Now I'm back in the office in Moorestown, New Jersey to finish off the week. It's been a busy week as always for our law firm, both in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Put out our weekly update today, which went out to over 4,000 of our current and former clients in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Some fantastic articles to read. The articles that we focused on this week, we did an article on drones, we did an article on hazing, we did an article on the Jason Kelce case that never actually developed. These are all great articles. The drones article, people obviously are concerned about the drones, and I put out an article regarding legal obligations and rights regarding them. Basically, you can't shoot them down. It's not legal to do so. It's both a federal offense and likely a state offense. And in that article, which I'll link in here, it explains why it's a federal offense. It also explains what type of state case you could have if you try to take down a drone in New Jersey with your gun or firearm. With regards to the hazing article, I've done articles on hazing before. Recently, the U.S. Senate did pass a bill, I think it was this week, regarding a federal hazing law requiring universities and colleges to report instances of hazing on campus. Now, New Jersey and Pennsylvania have already enacted these laws, which the governors of each state have signed. So nothing's going to change with regards to Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Hazing is considered a crime both in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. It's actually a felony offense in both states. It can be graded in a variety of different ways. So in New Jersey, as you all know, we don't have felonies and misdemeanors. Like Pennsylvania, there are indictable crimes and disorderly persons offenses. So hazing can be one of those hybrid offenses where it can be graded as an indictable or a disorderly persons offense. With regards to Pennsylvania, it can be graded as low as a summary offense, and it can be a misdemeanor of the third degree, or it can be a felony of the third degree, depending on the circumstances, much like New Jersey. If there's serious bodily injury or obviously death, then we're obviously getting into the felony level offense. If there's not serious bodily injury and there's bodily injury, we're trending toward the misdemeanor. And summary, obviously, there's probably no bodily injury, but some other instance where something occurred and it simply wasn't appropriate and unlawful. So with that said, finally, the article on Jason Kelce, I put an article on as to why he wasn't charged. I think he wasn't charged basically because the person didn't come forward, or perhaps there was a talk regarding what was going to occur, and perhaps someone from Jason Kelce's camp reached out and there was a resolution made. Now, remember that the fact that a person and another person are involved in an incident, if the state, or in the case of Pennsylvania, wants to pursue prosecution, it doesn't matter if the two parties work something out. Now, the state can, and sometimes does, pursue prosecution in the cases of an assault or like domestic violence. If the victim says that they don't want to pursue it, the state can actually still move forward. It just happens a lot, especially in a domestic violence situation where there's a battered person who, for whatever reason, likely because of fear, doesn't come forward. Now, that could have happened. I'm not saying it happened in Kelsey's case, that the victim was afraid. But given the fact that there appears to be a very, very minor charge, if he was charged, it was likely going to be a summary offense, probably destruction of probably criminal mischief, maybe a low-level misdemeanor. It wasn't going to go anywhere, so perhaps that may have happened, or perhaps the person just chose not to come forward, either out of embarrassment or just simply did not want the press following him around and asking him questions and him having to kind of deal with that. So again, these are all pressing issues, kind of issues that people were interested about. So we blogged on them. We do believe that an educated person in the law, has the best possible chance of getting a great result in their case. With that said, if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, the website, GamboneLaw.com. As always, a tremendous resource for you and your family. I'm going to link in the article on drones, hazing, and Kelce. I'm also going to link in the weekly e-update, which brings together all of our latest content. It is Friday. It is the weekend. If you are traveling, doing your holiday shopping, please be responsible. If you are stopped for suspicion of DUI in Pennsylvania or DWI in New Jersey, do not refuse the chemical test. It will never help your criminal case. Be respectful to the officer, but do not give consent to search your property or your person. Be respectful to the officer again, but again, do not give consent to search your property. That is one thing that you should not do. But do it in a respectful manner. With regards to telling the officer or anything, you're not obligated to give any information about where you're going, where you've been, what you drank. None of that is required. You are required to give your driving credentials, your license, registration, insurance, but outside of that, you are not obligated to do anything else. If the officers are going to arrest you, just let him or her do so. Do not get in their way. Do not put your hands on the officer. It's not going to help your case. Sometimes officers may say, if you tell me something would happen, I'll go easy on you. That's simply not their that's not within their authority. If they have a crime, they're obligated to arrest you for it, regardless of whether or not they think it was that serious or not. If they find drugs in your car, you're going to get arrested. If they find a gun in your car and you didn't have a permit to carry, you're going to be arrested. If they think you're intoxicated, you're going to be arrested. So again, nothing you tell the officer is going to help your case. It simply doesn't work that way. But again, if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. Have a great Friday, and I'll talk to you all very soon.